Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here and welcome back to another video for Overwatch. Yes, that's right, it's been a little while since my last Overwatch video. Apologies, I put the hero spotlights on hold for a bit because things got kind of busy around E3 and I'm still trying to sort of work out how they best fit into the channel. But Overwatch is still a game that I am super passionate about, something I do still play a fair bit of and something that I'm looking to jump back in quite seriously on when the competitive mode gets added to Xbox One, because of course that's my primary platform. So with that being said, I still want to try and keep you guys up to date on all the important stuff surrounding that game, and that includes patch notes. I appreciate for PC and PS4 some of these things you guys will have already had, but the patch notes for Xbox One just went live on the forums. I'll of course link those in the description box down below in case you want to check them out, but there are some important things coming in the next week or so. I believe this patch drops on July the 5th. There seems to be a little bit of confusion in the wording of the patch notes. They make it sound like the update is live right now, but of course if you're playing on Xbox One, you'll know that's not actually the case because competitive play doesn't go live until next week. But either way, if you guys do find this helpful and you do enjoy this video, then a like would be super appreciated, and don't forget to leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. So, starting off with the big one under the patch features heading, the main new feature is of course competitive play. This is a big one, this is something that a lot of people have been waiting for, and their description for this is as follows. Overwatch is raising the bar for competitive players, giving them the perfect arena to sharpen their skills and hone their strategies. Introducing competitive play. Competitive play is designed for players who truly want to put their skills to the test and offers a more serious experience than our quick play or weekly brawl. To make sure everyone playing the mode has a solid understanding of the game's mechanics, maps and heroes, competitive play will be locked until you hit level 25. So if you're not there just yet, then you still have some time to grind your levels out. But once you reach level 25, the mode will become available under the play button in the menu. You simply select competitive play from the sub-menu and you're then ready to enter a match. You can join on your own or in a group, and Overwatch's matchmaking system will automatically find the best game possible for you or your associated group's skill level. It's also worth mentioning that when you jump into competitive play for the very first time, you'll have to do a series of placement matches, and upon doing them, they will then kind of place you in the appropriate position based on the outcome of your games. Then moving over to the general update section, firstly under gamepad controls, they have, weirdly, I don't know why you want to do this, but each to their own, added the option so that players can now swap the left and right sticks on the control pad. They've also added the legacy control option so that basically the controls perform as they always have done, so left stick, up and down, forward and backwards, left and right, turns, right stick does all that stuff. So I imagine it's mainly so that if you do start playing around with the controls, you can kind of just jump back to legacy and not have to worry about reprogramming things, so to speak. They've also improved the dead zone controls, giving players increased accuracy during off-center and dialogue stick movement. They've added an option to adjust the aim assist strength. Now default is of course full strength, but you can tone that down if it does kind of mess with you on console. Then players can now configure the user interface display area. So you can go to options, video display margin, and then tweak this a little bit better. Under the miscellaneous category, they have added a weapon section to the hero gallery. I imagine that's because they are going to be introducing golden weapons. So just like how you can look in the hero gallery, select skins, emotes, all that stuff, and take a look at how all the new stuff looks, this will of course apply to weapons as well. They also added McCree as an AI hero in practice versus AI, play versus AI, and custom game modes. And the third one, they have disabled the avoid this player functionality and removed the option from the game UI. And if you're wondering why they've done that, the patch notes actually includes a developer comment. Basically it says that the prefer/avoid player system was designed with the best intentions, however it's not currently performing in a way that they feel is healthy for the game. While the prefer this player option is more or less working as intended and is still enabled, the avoid this player option has impacted the matchmaker in a negative way and often led to some very poor player experiences across the board. So they're looking at ways to, iterate on that and improve it, and I imagine once they do find something they're happy with, they will reintroduce it. But for the time being, it seems you can still prefer a player, but you simply won't be able to opt to avoid them. Then moving over to hero balance changes, just two this time around, McCree and Widowmaker. For McCree's Peacekeeper, your alternate fire mode, the recovery time, i.e. the amount of time before McCree starts reloading, has decreased from 0.75 seconds to 0.3, but his bullet damage has also been decreased from 70 to 45. They said that in the developer comments, McCree was performing too well against all targets, making him feel like a must-pick in many situations. By reducing the damage of his alternate fire, McCree is now significantly weaker against tanks like Roadhog and Reinhardt, but still maintains his lethality against smaller targets like Tracer and Genji. As for Widowmaker, the Widow's Kiss alternate fire, which is your scope shot, the base damage has decreased from 15 to 12, but the scope shot damage multiplier remains unchanged. The headshot damage multiplier has been increased from 2 to 2.5 times, and players must now wait for the unscoping animation to completely finish before scoping. Also for the infrasight, the ultimate cost has been increased by 10%, and when activating infrasight, Widowmaker's voice line will now be audible map-wide, so that way you know if they have X-ray vision, which would of course be very useful. Again, developer comments said that in the right hands, Widowmaker can often feel unstoppable, even when just landing body shots instead of critical headshots, so the change to her alternate fire mode weakens body shot damage while leaving her headshot damage unchanged. Additionally, they felt that her ability infrasight was coming up a little bit too frequently, especially considering the impact it can have on the game. And then beyond that, there is just a long list of bug fixes. Now for that, I will simply suggest you go and take a look at the patch notes yourself so you can see most of them are pretty minor issues, but regardless, if there are things you want to see, then you can definitely check the link out down below. And that's it. That is it for the Xbox One patch notes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then a like would be super appreciated. Definitely let me know if you are keen to see more Overwatch stuff on the channel, because as I say, when a competitive play drops, it is something I would like to jump into. So if it's something you guys want to see more of, I will of course try and factor that in where possible. For the time being, thank you for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.